All right, let's move on to the final thing. Our winners and losers of free agency so far. Let's start with the winners, man. Let's start with the winners. Who's your first
Uh
winner?
my boys, my Detroit Pistons. They're winners. Obviously, like I said, they got Duncan, they got Karras. Like I've been saying all pod, they both played at Michigan. They're coming back home. They're gonna be excited. They're gonna have their fan bases there. And I think it's just gonna pour more energy into the Detroit Pistons.
I did have the Pistons, man. The Pistons are definitely winners, man. Getting Karras, getting Duncan Robinson. Now, maybe if Malik Beasley get his act together, they might get him back. And then if that happens, oh, you're really cooking, Detroit. You're really
Mm-hmm.
cooking. But just getting them guys, you get a shooter, get another ball handler, just making up that bench because you lost Tim Hardaway and probably Malik Beasley. They're really good. K go take the next step. They are definitely a winner. The Pistons are definitely a winner. MCTV, the Bucks. Thumbs up.
I think it's in it for was it for Bradley Beal probably?
Oh, for Bradley Bill. Oh, that's cool. That's good. That's cool. I say another winner. The Hawks. Obviously, you
Mhm.
traded for Porzingis, signed to kill Alexander Walker, another POA player that could either start or come off the bench for you, and signing Luke Kennard, another 3-point shooter to pair with Trey Young. I think these moves have definitely put the Hawks up into top 4 in the Eastern Conference, something I probably wouldn't have said a month ago. But with these moves they've done, this is definitely a winner of free agency. The Atlanta Hawks, man, they have been making moves. They are cooking.
Then I got the Cavs as winners. You got Lonzo, you got Larry Nance. We didn't even talk about Larry Nance, but they got Larry Nance now. Larry Nance is a great backup big. Defense. He can stretch the floor, hit corner threes. High energy guy. So I think them getting Lonzo and Larry Nance, it boosts their bench. I think that was a really good they were really good pickups for them.
Real quick, the Cavs low key got their
They got a
bench is
whip.
long. They got Lonzo, DeAndre Hunter, Larry Nance now. Sam
No, I think
Merrill's
Hunter
gonna play
probably
more
start. Hunter
over
probably
Max
starts game.
Strus.
You don't think they
Max
start him
Strus
over
bring
Max
that
Strus?
shooting. He brings the shooting. You need that shooting. You need it. But remember we talked about it like in the year. We thought DeAndre Hunter was gonna start, and then he did start. Then they eventually put him back in the bench because that's what he's been doing all year, and he was really good on the bench. So I think he
Mm.
continues to come off the bench. Max Strus, still a good player, but that's a really good bench for the Cavs. Like just getting Lonzo for Isaiah Coral straight up is crazy. That is crazy. Real quick, since we on the Cavs, what is your thoughts on that deal? What was your thoughts when you saw
I'm not saying I'm like, bro, like the whole thing of they didn't get a first round pick for Jimmy, Alex Caruso, nobody that they traded, they got a first
Zach
round pick for.
Levine, DeMar
And they said they
DeRozan?
could have got a first round pick for Zach. I mean, not Zach, Lonzo last year when they could have traded him, bro. Why I would have done that. I would have done it.
For Isaiah Coral straight up? You basically got Patrick Williams again.
Yeah,
For
that's
what?
exactly what they got.
Bro, I talked about I was like, they signed Lonzo because you can trade him for 10 million because no one's gonna trade for Lonzo for 20 million. It wasn't gonna happen. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like Lonzo is a good player. You see what he does after year. And after the year of playing, he was decent. Lonzo was pretty
No,
decent.
yeah, Lonzo was decent.
He showed like, hey, I can still play even though I missed basically 3 years. Like he was decent. And this is what you give up for him. It's just like at some point you can't really be shocked. Like you just can't. You really can't be shocked. Because it's
It's
the
the Bulls,
Bulls.
man. It's the
They're not a good
Bulls.
team. And then all they done in free agency was re-sign Trey Jones. I mean, come on.
We already got 16 million guards on our damn team already. What you resign him for?
Oh man. But another winner I got the Knicks. The Knicks made that bench pretty good with Jordan Clarkson, Yabusele. I thought the Yabusele pickup was pretty good, getting him for $6 million a year. Thought that was really good.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna definitely help them. If Cat comes out the game, Yabusele could definitely give him some spot minutes, probably 15, maybe close to 20 minutes. He's really good. So the Knicks just reinsuring the bench, knowing they're most likely to play their bench a lot this year, definitely helps them. So yeah, I got the Knicks as a winner.
Another winner I got Dame. Dame
Oh
is a
wow.
big winner of this
James, look at that.
of this offseason. He
It
got
was a
waived. He get to sit at the crib, chill with his kids. He probably is gonna miss all of next year, to be honest with you. Yeah, sit at home, chill with his crib, get some rehab in, get his mind right, get back healthy. And then he can go pick whatever team that he wants after that. So I think Dame is a big one.
he getting paid $22 million to do nothing.
It's the
22.
life.
That's the life. That's
Him
just
and
the
Chandler
life.
Parsons.
I don't even think Chandler Parsons was getting 22 a year to do nothing. Another team, I only got two more, but we probably got them. The Denver Nuggets, man. The Denver Nuggets have been cooking. Getting Jonas Valanciunas to trade, signing Bruce Brown and Tim Hardaway, and trading for Cam Johnson was probably one of the biggest moves I've seen in a minute, especially by the Nuggets. This was a great move. You get the same player on a cheaper deal. Like, this was amazing for the Nuggets. The Nuggets have put themselves back in top two, possibly in the Western Conference, or at least top three. These were game-changing moves by the Nuggets by getting shooters around Jokic, getting just a bench. Because last year he didn't have a bench. Now this year he got a bench. And it's going to help. It's going to help them. We probably could see the Nuggets back in the WCF with these moves. So the Nuggets are definitely a winner in free agency.
The last winner that I got the Lakers. You got our big in Aiton. And that's what we've been missing. That's what we were missing last year. Even though they still need to make some moves, this was their winners because they finally got what they needed, a big.
You don't got the Rockets as a winner?
I mean, I thought you was
traded for
say
Kevin. Traded for Kevin Durant.
I mean, yeah, they own him, but I thought you was gonna say him. So,
but that was gonna be the next
I
team because I had two more.
Yeah.
So you had the Nuggets too, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the Rockets are a winner. Signing DFS, getting Clint Capella, trading for Kevin Durant. The Rockets are easily a winner, and they're probably not done making more moves. Hey, somebody said they could see Dame going to the Rockets low key later in the year. Remember, he can choose where he want to go.
Yeah, but ain't Fred on the Fred on a 2-year with a player option, right?
I think so. But the Rockets, you got the one of the best scorers ever. Got another backup big man. Got a POA and Dorian Finney-Smith, a 3-and-D guy. This is what the Rockets needed, man. They got everything you need, and they are definitely winners of free agency. Now let's go to the losers. Losers. I'll start since you started last time. The losers I got the Boston Celtics losing Luke Cornett, possibly losing Al Horford, trading away Drew Holiday and Porzingis. I know it was salary dumps, but now you technically don't have a team. And now this team is looking very weak. Now, maybe that is the goal for this team to be bad so you can get a top pick. And if that's the goal, hey, you're doing a good job, Brad Stevens. But roster-wise, y'all ain't done nothing. I think the best thing they done is sign Luke Garza. Oh, wow. Luka Garza. Wow, okay. But the Celtics right now are definitely a loser in free agency.
My first team, I'm sorry, the Charlotte Hornets.
Oh, let's get into it.
Bro, what the hell are y'all? Bro, they had me at first. That's why I say I was so iffy about them. That's why, like, on my thing, I had them as part winners / losers. Because you got Colin Sexton. You needed a backup. You needed a backup point. That was really good for y'all. I like that move. Then you re-signed Trey Mann. I like that move. Because Trey Mann, he's a big guard. He could score. He's a scorer. He played really well for y'all. Then you go fucking get Spencer Dinwiddie. What are we doing, dog? Spencer Dinwiddie, the nigga that wanted his whole contract in crypto? Like, come on, dog. Like, and then you have no bigs. You go out there and get Mason Plumlee. Yeah, okay, that's cool. He's a serviceable big. But you have literally, I think he's literally like their only big on the roster besides what's other bro name?
Ryan
That start with D.
I know who you're talking about. I know. That's close enough, but I know exactly who you're talking about. I know exactly
bro, what are we doing out here, bro? Y'all did good by retooling y'all roster. You got Knipple, you got Liam McNeely to pair with Brandon Miller, Miles, LaMelo. So y'all doing well, and then you don't even go get the one important position that y'all need. Y'all don't even go get. Granted, free agency isn't over with, but what good bigs are left? Unless you go trade for Walker Kessler, because they want 2 firsts for Walker Kessler. That's the only other thing I can think of. That's literally because other than that, bro, you got like 5 guards on your team. You still got Nick Smith Jr. You got Trey Mann now. You got Spencer. You got Colin. You got LaMelo. Bro, that's 5 guards. I'm probably missing somebody if we being honest. Josh Green.
Pat Connaughton, they just traded for some apparent reason.
What do you need all these guards for?
And KJ Simpson.
What are y'all doing? Hey, bro, that's like 8 guards. It's a roster of 15, and you got 8 guards. Half your team is fucking guards. What are we doing?
And they drafted Sion James from Duke.
9 guards, bro. 9 out of 15 players on your damn roster are guards. That makes no sense, dog. They pissed me off, dog.
The Spencer Dinwiddie one was kind of a head scratcher. I was like, why is he going there? For what?
For what? There's no point there.
Especially after Colin Sexton. Like, I was very shocked.
Like, yeah, bro, that shit is retarded. They were cooking that, bro. I'm promising they was cooking that first, bro. I said, okay, Colin Sexton, you re-signed Trey Mann. Okay, now go get you a big. No. Breaking news. Charlotte Hornets are signed Spencer Dinwiddie. This nigga still look like he in roll bounce. Like, what the hell, bro? Like, this nigga up out of here, man. What are y'all doing?
Oh my god, bro. Yeah, Spencer Dinwiddie was. I don't know, bro. I tell you, man, with the Hornets, bro. It's like I want to like the Hornets, but it's like they so unserious.
Yeah, bro.
They so unserious. Like, I can't. Like, I don't know, man. Like, they do good stuff, but then it's just like you scratch your head. Like, why? For what?
And then it's like you can't.
Even the Nurkic, even like Colin Sexton is a good player, but even when they just traded Nurkic, knowing you have no big, that was low-key kind of a head scratcher. Because it's like at this point, you really don't have a big. So it's like, what are you doing? And then, like you said, what's his name? Masuda Diabate, bro, he's only 6'9". It's like, what are we doing? And he's probably, like you said, Ryan Carabin, Diabate probably plays backup, so they probably start Mason Plumlee, which Mason Plumlee is not starting caliber. It's just not.
No, he's not. He's not.
He's just not.
And then, like
Mason Plumlee already, so it's like, why? What are we bringing him back for?
And then, bro, it's like I don't know what else they gonna do now because you can't go back to the Jazz and trade for Walker Kessler now because you already traded for Colin Sexton. So, I'm pretty sure y'all got 2 firsts to give them, but y'all can't even give them nothing now because you already got Colin Sexton from them. They're not gonna come back and trade with y'all again. And other than that, what other bid can y'all go out there and go get now? There's literally no other bid for y'all to go out there and go get. What, Nick Richards probably? But you already had him, so what's the whole point of going to go get him back?
Jackson Hayes.
What are we doing? What? There's literally no other bid for them to go get, G.
Jackson Hayes.
And y'all, Jackson. Come on, dog.
That's what you're saying.
Come on, dog. We need a starter. We need a starting level bid.
Oh, there's probably none of that. There's probably none of that.
There's nothing like that out there, bro. And then you rebuilt your team to where your team can compete now, but now you don't have a bid. That's why the Mark Williams trade didn't make no sense to me either. Because you literally could have kept him, flipped Nurkic, and still got Colin Sexton.
Mark Williams was probably done with them after they tried to trade him to the Lakers. He probably was done with them.
But still, though, bro, you could have made up. They could have made up for that, bro. They could have made up for that.
Some players keep that beef, bro. They keep that beef.
Bro, yeah. The Hornets piss me off, bro. They're losers, bro. They're losers.
Yeah, the Hornets are just. I can't take them serious, bro. I'm sorry.
Fucking idiots.
I can't take them serious. But another loser I got, the Pelicans. The Pelicans are losing because you signed Kevon Looney, you traded away a first-round pick. Then now that I look at that first-round pick, now the Hawks got probably the best pick possible because that pick can go to is either the Bucks or the Pelicans pick now. So who's ever the worst, which could possibly be, the Hawks could get the number 1 overall pick technically. And you just gave that away for Derek Queen.
Oh my God. Imagine Trae Young and AJ DeBenza, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God.
And if the Pelicans aren't good, if they're the worst than the Bucks, they gonna take the Pelicans pick. If the Bucks are worse than the Pelicans, they gonna take their pick. And you trade that for Derek Queen. I thought that was an L. Signing Kevon Looney, I thought that was an L. Jordan Poole for CJ really isn't an L, but it's like
You already got
you already
DeJounte.
you already had DeJounte, then you draft Jeremiah Fears. It's like, and then y'all technically haven't done anything. Like y'all got, like I said, this roster is just so weird. It's so weird because Zion is always hurt, but the Pelicans are definitely a loser in my eyes.
Another loser that I got, the Chicago motherfucking Bulls.
Oh wow.
Bro,
Say Chicago Bulls real quick when I upload
Chicago Bulls. Bro, what are we doing here, bro? You trade away Zach, Jimmy, DeMar, Lonzo, Alex Caruso. I think I already said his name already. And you don't get now one first pick from none of them. When teams were offering first round picks for them, you don't get nothing back. Then you give up Lonzo for Isaac Okoro. Bro, the man can't shoot to save his damn life.
Oh,
what are we doing? What are we doing? Literally, what are we doing? We are laughing stock of the damn league. You could at least get a first round draft pick back. We still ask, and now we can go draft some good players. We can't even draft no good players now. We only got what, one first round pick next year?
Yeah, I think so.
We could have had 2 or 3 or however many by now. And you guys ain't doing nothing, dog. Y'all would rather pay Patrick Williams, a nigga with neck braid. The nigga look like Norbit, and you gonna pay a nigga that look like Norbit then to send Lonzo and get a first round? Come on, dog. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Hey, you ever look at the roster and be like, this roster is bad?
Hell no, look at the roster. Look at the roster. No, I don't even want to look at the roster. That's just so bad.
I'll be looking like, first name that comes to mind, Dylan Terry. It's just like, I don't know. Then we go Isaiah Coro. We got EJ Liddell. Good player at Ohio State. I give him that. He's a good player at Ohio State. We re-signed Trey Jones. Gave Trey Jones like $24 million. You know, I don't know. That's the Bulls. We got Kevin Huerter. We got Taylor Horton Tucker still in the scene. They probably go trade Ayo and Javon Carter. That's a lot of guards on this team.
A bunch of G League niggas.
A lot of guards.
We are a professional NBA basketball team, but nothing but G League niggas on our team. Besides Montes and Ayo and Kobe.
I like them.
Other than that, what the hell are we working with?
You think they trade Ayo?
Yeah. But guess what they're going to get back for him? Nothing. Nothing.
What's with the Bulls?
A bag of hot crunchy curls?
I think Kenny Beecham, he said it the best. He said the Bulls just don't value draft picks like how other teams do. They don't value it well because there's no way you trade all these people just to not get nothing back. Like you telling me Zach LaVine, I know Zach LaVine contract is crazy, but you telling me you can't get a first round pick for Zach LaVine? Like, come on, let's be serious. Like, let's be serious. The same with DeMar. Like, these are all good players. These are all good players. No one is bad, and we can't get not one.
Bro, they wanted Lonzo. They was gonna give a first round pick for Lonzo, and Lonzo was hurt. That's the ultimate finesse right there. This nigga ain't played in 3 years, and you still want to fight. Here you go.
They said it was a first round pick, and it was Lonzo for first round pick, but they had to take Marcus Smart back, and they said no. I would have did it.
I would have done it. Because you probably could have bought. I don't even know how much Marcus Smart was making at that time, but you probably could have bought his contract out.
I would have did it,
and you still would have left with something. You guys are leaving with nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, man. The Bulls, they're not on here, but I mean, the Bulls are always a loser. So it's like, what's the point of putting them on the list,
bro? How are we a finesse city and we get finessed?
Another loser. I don't know. I kind of want to do this team with you. I really don't know. Are the Bucks a loser? I put maybe next to them.
I got them as losers.
Okay, because I technically don't know if they are a loser, even though they sign players. But I don't know if they are a loser. So I was gonna ask, like, are they a loser?
Yeah, I got them as losers.
Yeah, because signing all those players back is just not good enough. Basically,
Mm-hmm.
letting Dame go, basically paying $50 million for Miles Turner is actually kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The Bucks are definitely a loser in this situation. They have done nothing to basically say, "Hey, Giannis, look what we're doing. You happy now?" He's like, I don't know," but just sign those players. It's just not good enough to win a championship. So yeah, I got Milwaukee as a loser. I got them as a loser.
The last team that I got as a loser is the Indiana Pacers. You let Miles
Okay.
Turner walk. You let him walk. You lowball. First off, you lowballed the man when he sat there and went through rebuild with y'all. He sat there and went through I don't know how many teams with y'all, and he stayed loyal and produced every single. Even though the man don't get you 10 rebounds, he still produced for y'all every single season. And y'all couldn't even pay that man the what he was worth. He helped y'all go to the NBA finals. You couldn't pay that man. They are definitely losers because now you blew up a good team.
Yeah, the Pacers are definitely on here. Just letting Miles Turner go, and then we just talked about the Hornets don't have a big. They don't have a big either. So
Mm-hmm.
what are they gonna do? I don't know. So Pacers is definitely a loser. I'll say the last two teams. I say the Miami Heat are losers because they haven't done nothing. You let Duncan Robinson go for Fontecchio. Like you're definitely a loser. The Heat just they don't do nothing in free agency. Like Pat Riley just be talking, but he doesn't make moves. Like he just doesn't. And if you think you are a legit contender, you have to make a move. And Pat Riley just doesn't make a move all the time. And sticking with Tyler and Bam and Terry and Khalil Ware and all them, it's not good enough to be good in like the East. Well, top team in the East. So the Miami Heat are definitely a loser. And I would say the Golden State Warriors, they haven't done nothing. They haven't addressed the big situation. You got to address the bench. The Warriors, they got to make, like, they have to get a big. Like, I feel like if they miss out on Al Horford, I don't know what they're going to do. Like, it's going to be all because you just lost Kevon Looney. So if you don't
Mm-hmm.
get Al Horford, it's gonna be a rough stretch for them. Then they're gonna have to start like Quentin Post and stuff. He was okay last year. I give him that, but I don't think he's a star. I would rather have Al Horford. So the Warriors gotta address the bench, gotta address the big man. They just haven't done it for agency. They just been sitting still doing nothing. So the Warriors are definitely a loser, in my opinion.